Have you ever felt like life is slipping right through your fingers? The constant stream of notifications, endless to-do lists, and relentless pressure to keep up with everyone around you are exhausting. And yet, slowing down feels impossible. Now, imagine this. What if the key to a happier, more fulfilling life wasn't about doing more, but about doing less? What if you focused all that energy on the one thing that truly matters to you? Today's video explores a life-changing idea inspired by Rebuild Yourself. Let your focus be on you every day. This isn't just another self-help slogan. It's a practical guide to regaining control, redefining what matters, and building a life that feels authentically yours. It sounds simple, doesn't it? But in a world that constantly demands your attention, focusing on yourself doesn't come naturally. So, how do you take that first step? Stay with me by the end of this video. You'll have actionable steps to begin your transformation today. Focusing on yourself might sound straightforward, but it's nothing short of revolutionary in today's world. Why? Because we're often told that prioritizing our own needs is selfish. Social media, workplace pressures, and societal norms pull us in every direction, making it easy to lose sight of who we are and what we need. That's where this book comes in. Rebuild Yourself offers a practical roadmap for reclaiming your energy and attention by focusing on your most important relationship with yourself. In this video, we'll explore some of the book's most powerful ideas, such as rediscovering your passions, developing self-awareness, and setting goals that align with your values. Along the way, I'll share tips and real-life examples to help you implement these concepts. And if you're as excited as I am about personal growth, mindfulness, and living a more intentional life, subscribe to this channel. We'll uncover simple yet profound ways to transform your mindset and habits. Now, let's jump into the heart of how to rebuild yourself, one focused day at a time. Let me introduce you to Sarah. She seemed like someone who had it all figured out from the outside. She had a thriving career, a busy social calendar, and a packed schedule that left others wondering how she managed everything. But beneath the surface, Sarah was barely holding on. Each day blurred into the next, and meetings, deadlines, and endless obligations left her drained, with no time to breathe. One night, after another exhausting day, Sarah lay awake in bed, staring at the ceiling. Her thoughts raced. Why do I feel so disconnected? Is this really what my life is meant to be? In that moment of stillness, an idea struck her. What if she stopped chasing external achievements and instead turned her focus inward? The change didn't happen overnight. Sarah started carving out quiet moments to journal about her thoughts, dreams, and emotions. She revisited hobbies she had long forgotten and permitted herself to say no to things that didn't align with her values. Slowly, her life began to transform. The most surprising part? As Sarah focused on her well-being, the right people and opportunities started appearing. She became more present, patient, and fulfilled for herself and the people around her. Sarah's story powerfully reminds us that prioritizing ourselves creates space for what truly matters. The good news is that the same process that worked for her can work for you too. Now that we've seen how transformative this journey can be, let's examine a common belief that can hold you back and discuss how to overcome it. Many of us believe, often without even realizing it, that focusing on yourself is selfish. We're told that success comes from putting others first, working tirelessly, and meeting everyone's expectations. But where does that leave us? Burned out, exhausted, and empty. What if this idea is completely wrong? The truth is, focusing on yourself isn't selfish, it's essential. Consider the instructions on an airplane. Put on your oxygen mask before helping others. You can't give your best to anyone if you're running on empty, yet so many of us try to do just that. The book Rebuild Yourself challenges this deeply ingrained myth. Investing in one's well-being, passions, growth, and self-awareness creates more energy and capacity to give. Aligning one's life with what truly matters makes one more resilient, focused, and present for the people and opportunities that matter. Take a moment to reflect. When was the last time you truly put yourself first? What could change if you let yourself step back, realign, and rebuild? This shift in mindset can be life-changing, but it raises an important question. How do you start? Let's explore some critical questions to help you lay the foundation for your transformation. Let's pause for a moment and reflect. Have you ever truly asked yourself, what do I want? Not what others expect of you, not what society considers successful, but what do you, deep down, desire? How often do you stop to evaluate your daily habits and ask, are these actions moving me closer to the life I want or further away? And here's a big one. What would your ideal day or life look like if you could let go of the expectations weighing you down? These aren't easy questions, but they're powerful because they challenge you to confront the gap between where you are and where you want to be. Reflecting on them is the first step toward clarity, and clarity is the foundation for rebuilding your life. Now that you've discovered what truly matters to you, it's time to turn reflection into action. Let's explore some simple but effective strategies to help you take that first step toward meaningful change. Now that you've reflected on the big questions, it's time to take action. Here are 4 practical steps inspired by Rebuild Yourself to help you focus on what truly matters. 1. Rediscover your passions. Think back to when you were a child. What made you feel alive? Was it painting, exploring nature, or building things? These early passions often hold clues to authentic self-interests that still resonate today. If you're unsure, look to the present. What activities make time fly by? What topics grab your attention? Write these down. Try revisiting old hobbies, volunteering, or exploring something completely new. Remember, your passions don't have to be life-changing or career-defining. They simply need to bring you joy. 2. Cultivate self-awareness. Self-awareness is your internal compass. It helps you understand where you are and guides you toward where you want to be. Start by setting aside a few minutes daily for reflection. Try journaling each morning. Write about what you're grateful for, what challenges you're facing, and how you're feeling. You can also practice mindfulness by focusing on your breath for a few minutes. It can reveal patterns in your thoughts and emotions. Ask yourself, what are my core values? What motivates me? What triggers negative feelings? The more you understand yourself, the more aligned your choices will be with your goals. 3. Prioritize your well-being. When life gets busy, self-care is often the first thing we sacrifice. But prioritizing your well-being isn't about grand gestures. It's about small, consistent habits that nurture your mind, body, and soul. Start with simple acts. Drink a glass of water first thing in the morning, stretch for 5 minutes, or take a short walk during the day. Listen to your body if you're tired. Allow yourself to rest. And don't forget your emotional well-being. Set boundaries, say no when necessary, and surround yourself with people who uplift you. 4. Set achievable goals. Big goals are exciting, but they can also feel overwhelming. Break them into smaller, actionable steps. For example, instead of saying, I want to get fit, start with, I'll walk for 10 minutes every day. Celebrate small wins. Each step builds momentum and confidence, bringing even the loftiest goals within reach. These steps might seem simple, but can transform your life when applied consistently. By rediscovering your passions, cultivating self-awareness, prioritizing your well-being, and setting achievable goals, you'll create a solid foundation for lasting change. But here's the real game changer. A surprising insight from the book ties all of these steps together. This mindset shift can completely redefine your approach to personal growth, and we'll explore it next. Here's something to think about. Everything we've discussed so far, rediscovering your passions, cultivating self-awareness, prioritizing well-being, and setting achievable goals, leads to one profound realization. Are you ready for it? Rebuild Yourself reveals a powerful mindset shift that can transform your habits and approach to every life decision. It's about realigning your actions with your purpose to bring clarity, balance, and fulfillment. But what exactly is this game-changing insight? Stick with me, because, in just a moment, I'll reveal how this principle ties all the steps together and why it could be the breakthrough you've been waiting for. Let's take a moment to reflect on everything we've explored today. The journey to rebuild yourself begins with 4 simple yet powerful steps. Rediscover your passions to reconnect with what truly lights you up. Cultivate self-awareness by understanding your values, emotions, and triggers. Prioritize your well-being with small, consistent habits that nurture your mind, body, and soul. Set achievable goals that create momentum and build confidence over time. The key takeaway? Focusing on yourself isn't selfish, it's necessary. Investing in your growth and well-being will give you the energy, clarity, and resilience to be your best self for the people and opportunities that truly matter. Here's your challenge. Choose and act on one idea from today's video. Maybe it's taking 5 minutes to journal, setting a boundary you've been avoiding, or dedicating time to a hobby that makes you happy. Start small, but start today. If you found this video inspiring, I recommend watching The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle. This book deepens into mindfulness and how being present can transform your life. It's a perfect companion to the insights from Rebuild Yourself. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments below. What's your biggest takeaway from today? What's one step you'll take to rebuild your life? Your feedback helps us create content that empowers and inspires. Remember, rebuilding yourself starts with small, intentional choices, made one focused day at a time. You already have everything you need within you to create the life you love. Stay true to yourself, and until next time, don't forget, the journey matters just as much as the destination.